Good afternoon, guys. Sorry about the noise in the background, and welcome to my channel, Ballstall Boys Towers. This will be my second upload of today, and what I'm going to be talking about on this video is about grooming. Now, I just want to say one thing. There's a few different types of what you call grooming. Now, a lot of these elder drug dealers groom males at school, or males on council estates, or males that come from vulnerable background, or males that don't have a family unit behind them and they're looking for a better life, they're looking for a way out. There's that side of it, and on the other, if you flip the coin over, you've got the grooming, and this side of the coin is 110 times worse, because now we're talking about the females. So I don't even like talking about this type of thing, but you know, this is from my experience, you know, and it's all about awareness. This is why I'm uploading this content, and such raw content that I feel very passionate about too, because yeah, I've been around the block a few times, and got a few stories to tell, but I want to talk to you about grooming female girls. So what they do with the female girls is they groom female girls into having sex with them. It's unlike males. They groom males for males to carry drugs for them and take drugs and run drugs about and do different errands, even like making the youngster, the kids, stab people and things like that. And you know, but yeah, females, when they get groomed, these are the people in life that we really need to protect, because you know, you hear so much about grooming these days of these females, and then putting these poor young females into prostitution at a very early age. You know, they start off, these grooming gangs with females, they start off with making out that they're going to be boyfriend and girlfriend material. This would what the groomer would do. He'll make out he wants to be her boyfriend, and he'll buy her chocolates, he'll buy her flowers, he'll take her pictures. You know, she could be 14, 15 years of age, and he could be in his late 20s, maybe even early 30s. So yeah, it's grooming underage, definitely underage kids. And yeah, that's what they do. They make out they're going to be their boyfriend, because obviously the girl has come from a broken home. She's come from a bad background. She hasn't been gifted in life with materialistic things. What these days you need, or what the youngsters think they actually need in life, to keep up with the Joneses and to keep up with the fashion. We live in a materialistic type of a world, and when girls don't have that at home, and someone offers them that, then you know, they're kids, they think like kids, and that's how it all starts. So basically, like, they'll meet a bloke, a groomer, and he'll say, you know, I want to be your girlfriend, can we go out? And they'll start meeting up on a day-to-day basis. They'll start buying her presents, clothes, you know, cheap bits of gold, crap really, and things that she couldn't get at home, and he'll start paying her so much attention that she would actually fall in love with him. But she will fall in love with him, but he will not fall in love with her. And what he's doing is a calculated groomer. This is what they do on a day-to-day basis, and there's so much of it going on. So yeah, basically, after a few days, or maybe even a few weeks, they start giving that girl drugs to hold. They start using their houses as safe houses. They start selling drugs out of their house, and eventually that poor young girl will be put into prostitution for these elders. And this is 85% of grooming gangs. That is what they do to females. Maybe not so much as males, because obviously there's not a lot of that about, thank God. But you know, this is what they do to females, gangs. And you know, the girls could start off in their bedroom. They could start off meeting this older guy online, and you know, he starts ticking all the boxes. He starts making her feel good about herself. He gives her a reason for her to stay up late at night talking to him early hours in the morning, and then he'll message her again the next day, you know, and then pictures get exchanged, and then, you know, after a few days she'll meet up with him, and that is where it all starts from. So yeah, I'm going to be talking quite a lot on this subject, because there's a lot of it going about, and to me personally, it is the lowest of the lowest someone could ever do or go to want to groom these youngsters and treat these youngsters the way they treat these youngsters, these gangs. All they care about is their self, all they care about is their pocket. And when the girl actually tries to get out of the gang, and you don't know how long that could be, they could have her under duress for many months, for many years. They could be using her and putting her into different hotel rooms, and bringing clients into the hotel rooms. That's how it all starts, and putting the fear of God into this girl so much that she's scared to flee, and she can't flee because she's in fear of her life. You know, I'm hearing about these cases. I've actually got something going on in the background, which I can't mention on here at the minute because it's still in the makings of doing. But yeah, you just got to be so careful, because these groomers, as I say, all they care about is their self, and you know, they target people what come from broken homes. They target people what come from council estates, run down homes, people without opportunities, and kids that are looking for a better life and are looking for a way out. They think that these elders are going to give them that opportunity, and they promise them it, and then they spin a web around them. They've got them in their web, and before you know it, that girl has been prostituted out, and she is on class A drugs. Now that girl's life is ruined, completely and utterly ruined, and that's why you know, you don't see many 50 or 60-year-old females what are on class A, especially heroin, what are still kicking about today, because unfortunately they die very, very, very young. It's a very sad sad way, you know. It's not nice, and I just want to keep on putting more content out on how and what signs to look out for. If you've got a kid, if you've got a child around 12, you know, even 11, teenager, and if like they're coming home with gifts, if they're going to places and they're lying, you know, they're lying where they're going and who they're meeting, you know, the signs will be there. Check their phones. That's the first thing you must do. Is if you think that this is happening to one of your children or to someone in your family or to anyone what you know, the first thing you must do is go to the phone, because this is where it all starts, on these phones. And this is why today, like, I don't moan. I'm not moaning about phones and technology, but you know, years and years and years and years ago, back in the day, in the 70s and the 80s, there was grooming gangs about, but not as much, nowhere near as much as what there is today. Maybe 5% as much back in the early 70s and 80s is what there is today. That's gone up 95-100% these days, guys. But thanks for watching me, guys. Leave a comment underneath the video if you think I'm hitting the right subject and if you think I'm talking about the right thing. But whatever you do, stay safe and have a great weekend. Peace.